So you guys, someone recently asked me how I put additional pages into my Bible, much like the ones that are right here in Genesis. So I got Genesis 31. Yeah, those are my. I think those are my 30. Yes, for those 30. I also have another page right here. I got another one. I have quite a few pages additional into Genesis and quite a few of them into the New Testament, but I don't have one in Esther here. And as you guys can tell, I have two sticky notes right there, and then I have another sticky note right here. And the sticky notes are covering up some of the actual text. So what I wanted to do is, because you guys want a tutorial, I'm just going to add in an additional page and show you guys how I do that. So I already have some pre-cut out pages that I did this a while ago. They're just basic construction paper. Now because Esther is my favorite book and I absolutely love pink, I'm going to go with the pink page. But I do want to show you guys, I do have some of these other really pretty coloring pages here. I bought these for sermon notes. So when I go to church and I want to take notes on sermon notes, I'll write them on here and then I will just glue them straight into my Bible itself, wherever the sermon notes are taking places. Now, obviously, this does not cover the entire length of it. So I do have some pages like these exact ones that go to the edge. I just don't have them at this current moment. But this one goes almost to the edge. I wanted to keep a little bit off the edge here so I can actually, so I didn't get ruined by my Bible cover here. But, so yeah. Alright, so I just take Elmer's glue. I do have another kind of glue that I use. Like it's liquid glue with a brush. And in case it just does not want to stick into the edge here. But this one I know for sure it will. Well, I mean, at least I hope so. If it doesn't, I do have the liquid glue. And I just take the edge of... Yeah, it does leave, obviously, lines in it, but that's kind of par for the course. And I just make sure there's enough on here, and I try and definitely get the corners, especially if they're slightly bent like that. I tend to go from the bottom part here and I go slide it upwards to try and get it to fit into the actual crease itself. And then I usually just like, there we go. And see, now it's actually in it. So now I can actually take off these sticky notes without ripping the page. There we go. Now I did leave a little bit of stickiness behind. I'll end up redoing those. So what I just do is I kind of just gently so you guys can see it is starting to come up. And I just kind of, I do it as gently as I possibly can. Okay, so yeah, that's mostly off. It'll come off as a over time. Now if I can actually get this one to come off. That one's a lot easier. No, don't wrinkle. I don't like wrinkling pages. That one actually didn't leave as much stickiness behind as I thought it was going to. And then, like I said, I'll end up redoing these sticky notes with newer sticky notes because those are just not. They're not up to the same standards as I want them anymore. You can't even see that one. Oh, that one came off really easy. And not a single stickiness behind it. Nope, nope, just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I'll just put that one back there. Because, yeah, now that I have that additional page in, I can actually add more notes because we're doing a Bible study on Esther in the sisters group. So, that one's still a little sticky right there, but it'll come off eventually. But yeah, see, now it's still drying, but I can definitely pull on it a little bit and know that it's not gonna come out. You want to let it sit for a little bit, so I will end up closing my book up and I will let it dry. Let's see if I can get to shift up a little bit more. It's a little too far low, but it's fine if I can't. Nope, it's not gonna go any further. Okay, well, that's fine. But I'm just gonna put my feather back. I don't know why I have a feather in there, but I like it in there. So, and yeah, that is my tutorial for how I put pages in. Really simple. It's not that hard. You can do any kind of pages you want. Now I'm just gonna let it dry. You can be as creative as you want with it, but that's one of the reasons why I absolutely love putting in additional pages, because I can do cool pages like that and I can make more additional pages. But the problem is, as you said, is you can start to see where I'm putting additional pages in. Like, that's mostly see, most of my additional pages are near the front right now. And then most of my additional pages are over here in the New Testament, where there's quite a few of them. But it allows me to take more notes. It allows me to have actual additional room, especially if you don't have the extra margin space. And you get to be creative with it. So, yeah, that is all that's the tutorial to putting additional pages in.